I have a great concern, praying through, meditating. I've transacted with too many Nigerians, both home and abroad. I had conversations with Nigerians in the diaspora. I've also traveled by road. I flew. I also went by road to some locations within the country. I went to certain places where it is unbelievable that such places are in Nigeria. How much Nigerians are going through a lot of pain. The highest time in the history of our nation, since the wicked president called Buhari, the wicked president Nigeria has ever had since independence, that has brought such untold hardship and pain and disaster. There are certain roads you can't pass. Try to go to Enugu right now. You will find the road I used to pass. Now it has become almost a ditch. That people will have to stay there for 7 days before the one vehicle can cross. So I want to speak on the excruciating poverty in our country. In recent times, Nigeria has been grappling with multiple challenges that have put the nation at a critical junction. And we are in a very serious moment, and I'm calling on the president, the attention of Bola Tinubu administration, to the untold whipping, gnashing of teeth, unprecedented, harrowing hardship, frustration and excruciating poverty from Marx that has hit Nigeria since the president's ill-timed proclamation of the subsidy removal following his inauguration. The suffering it has brought isn't only biting the petty trader who must make a daily living, or those in the lower rank of the informal sector. There is such level of hardship and hunger that is everywhere in Nigeria. And this is why government must embrace proactive economic policies and drive down the high rate of inflation, give incentive to private, small and medium enterprises, as well as tax holidays to enable people bring back their businesses afoot. I am calling on the Tinubu administration to hurriedly address the economic downturn in Nigeria by implementing comprehensive economic reforms and sustainable policies that can stabilize the naira, stimulate economic growth and job creation, diversify the economy and improve the living standard of Nigerians. Nigeria is a blessed nation and a very rich country. God in his infinite mercy has blessed us with all the rains we need to cultivate our land, and our land is not devoid or deprived of this blessing. Everything Nigerians are going through is a man-made affliction. And one of the things that we have seen is a lack of prudent management of the resources in this country. Given the nation's economic realities, we take exception to the humongous 2.7 trillion supplementary budget passed last week for the year 2023 that is already gone out. I don't see the reason why there should be in any way a hurry to pass a budget of 2.7 trillion naira when the budget year is almost rounding up. What urgent repair of bridges and road construction, rehabilitation or maintenance that were not implemented in the 2023 budget that can be captured in and can be done in the next 30 days. I believe that this kind of budget should be able to wait to be implemented in the 2024 budget. And so there was no hurry for the presidency to pass that budget, and it is a shame to the Nigerian National Assembly, the senators and the members of the House of Representatives. It's a shame of you the people that are supposed to be representing the ordinary people and the ordinary Nigerians, for you to accept to pass that budget. More still, from that budget, 6.9 billion is earmarked for the purchase of imported luxury vehicles for National Assembly members. That each car for the National Assembly member, 165 million naira. That is enough to repair the road I just mentioned between Balafo and Enugu. Is going to one member of the House. 7 billion naira to renovate the presidential villa. The question I asked was, the last president that left the presidency, did he mess up the entire villa? The only place of concern is only the president's bedroom and the president's office that needs to be renovated now. But not this amount of 7 billion. When Nigerians are committing suicide, perishing in the Mediterranean Sea because of hunger. 1.5 billion for the purchase of vehicle for the First Lady of Nigeria. The question I asked, where were all the vehicles the other First Lady was using? We have more than enough. Even if you're going to buy a vehicle for the First Lady, it's no more than 3 brand new vehicles for her. But why spend 1.5 billion? It's obvious that the free spending plan does not only portray that the sacrifices for a country, which President Tinubu is always asking Nigerians to make, is an exclusive preserve of only the citizen and not its leaders, but also signifies zero commitment by the Bola Tinubu administration to cut down the high, unsustainable cost of governance. We're therefore calling on the Tinubu administration to put the horse before the cart by being financially prudent with the nation's dwindling resources and cutting the cost of governance, starting by cutting out luxury items on the nation's budget. I want to call on the President of Nigeria that life is not forever. One day it will pass. Where is Buhari today? Where is Abacha today? Where are all the past leaders today? Your own time will also come and expire. Nigeria will remain Nigeria. So I call on you to do what is right. Another challenge I throw to the judiciary: the wholesale commercialization of justice. Another worrisome development in the nation polity, with the potential of throwing the country into peril if left unchecked, is the spate of ununiformity, inconsistency, and lack of universality of judgments and rulings of our justices, especially as they handle electoral litigations of political candidates, as they use technicalities to subvert justice. Embedded in this is the potential to make the common man lose confidence in the nation's judicial system. And I want to say here, 98% of Nigerians have lost confidence of the judiciary. The nation's judicial system, it has breathed such level of discontent. It has killed patriotism. It has undermined national development. It has destroyed peaceful coexistence. And it has brought about pain and insecurity among the Nigerian folks. I call on the justices of our courts to refrain and backpedal on reducing justice to a wholesale commodity that can be taken by the highest bidder, and commit to upholding the sanctity of the judiciary and deepening confidence of the common man in our judicial system. It hurts me. It hurts my spirit when I hear from leaders in this country. Recently, a serving governor told me that the lawyers that are handling his case demanded $3 million for the bribing of the judges. $3 million, 3 billion naira. I was standing at the airport in Abuja. A member of the House of Representatives walked up to me and said, "Prophet, we are grateful to God for what God is doing through you. But I want to confess." He said, "Do you see this, my colleague, in the House of Reps from the southeast of Nigeria, specifically Enugu?" He said, "Do you see him? He had to walk his way by spending 1 billion naira to bribe the judges." Today, the courts have suddenly become a place for total disdain to justice and common sense. There is no need to seek justice in courts, as it appears hopeless to do so now. Right before our eyes, justice is being slaughtered on the altar of the highest bidder. Nigerians, the issue is not only with the executive and the judiciary and the members of the parliament. The issue is also with you, the Nigerian people. Because when good people keep quiet over evil, you are a party to evil. The civil servants that are also aiding corruption, the police officers oppressing their ordinary citizen. Somebody that is trying to take vegetable from one location to another, the policeman will flank them and collect money from ordinary Nigerian who is trying to make an ends meet. Nigerians must rise up to defend their country or sink with the sinking ship. We must resist the madness going on in both our judicial and our political system. Nobody will help Nigeria. Stop calling the international community because they are party to this evil. It is us, Nigerians, that will deliver our country. If we have survived the worst presidency in Nigeria, bloody presidency that empowered terrorists to kill innocent life, Buhari, if we survived it, we will also survive this time. I want to say that the security agencies have tried their best in recent days where the killing have reduced. But I want to say, Nigerians, we must all rise up to speak now or never. Act now or never. We must do it without violence. We must make sure we protect our democracy and put our leaders in check. They are not our masters. They are our servants. They are to serve the Nigerian. That's why democracy is not about the leader. It's about the people. It is a government for the people, by the people, and for the people. God bless Nigeria and God preserve this great country.